Bro.
Hello, and welcome to Marianas News Today, the world's #1 place for all Marianas news all the time. I'm your host, Carlos Pena, joined today by my co-host, Nathan Palomera. Ladies and gentlemen, today we have a very unfortunate story to tell you. We have recently received the unfortunate news that Florencio Arnaiz Cejudo has been brutally killed by the hands of the Republican Spanish.
Florencio Arnaiz Cejudo was 26 years old when he was sadly tortured and killed earlier this week. Florencio dedicated his life to the people of Spain, God, and Mary. Born in Espinosa de Cerrato in 1909 to a poor religious family of farmers as the youngest of 5 brothers, he grew up working hard and learning how to take care of himself while remaining very close to God. Florencio spent his day as a young man working as a teacher's assistant and by helping out in the church any way he could. He loved both of these activities, and Florencio found more pleasure in helping others than he did in the money he received. Senor Cejudo was interested in becoming a religious from a very young age, and he took his first vows on September 5th, 1926 at the age of 7, before taking his perpetual vows in 1934 at the age of 25. He then went on to graduate with a master's degree and was assigned to teach in Marianas schools in Jerez de la Frontera and later Madrid. Now we will go into town and speak with someone who knew Florencio on a personal level as a childhood friend.
I mean, there are only really a few ways to explain Florencio. He was an extraordinary person that loved helping people no matter what it took. He was extremely dedicated to God and especially to Mary and the Mary's faith. He was very, very hard worker, and he loved what he did with a passion that is hard to come by, especially in these hard times. I've often heard people say things who would agree with me perfectly. Everyone loved him. He really was a great man with a great heart and helped out so many people. It's almost hard to believe anyone would do anything to hurt him. And now that he's gone, I really, it's a hole in the community.
Florencio was living in Madrid when the Spanish Civil War broke out and was forced into hiding with a small family in their home along with brother Joaquin. He stayed in this home and was later surrounded by more fellow religious as Father Manuel Alvarez joined them. These men formed their own small community and lived an intense life of prayer and secrecy in the family's house. They remained this way until they were apprehended by Republican officials.
I have just received news that an exclusive interview with the Republican officer that took part in Florencio's execution.
We beat him savagely, and with no mercy with whatever we had. Whips, fists, claws, anything. There were no rules and there were no bounds. The suffering would only end for him when he was dead. He got what he deserved. He knew what he was doing was against the law, and yet he continued with his fake God. No, I don't regret what I did. I am a man of communism. I love what I do.
Wow. Well, you heard it here. The life of Florencio, his dedication to Mary, and his tragic death as a martyr of the Civil War. This is Nathan Palomera and Carlos Pena of Marianas News Today, signing off.